Hello everybody, my name's Wyatt. Welcome back to another episode of Wintuition MTG. Today we're playing cEDH for you, and I'd like to say that this will be our last game using spell table footage for hopefully the foreseeable future. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, TOA Magic. You can visit their website, toamagic.com, and they have almost 100,000 unique different cards for sale on their websites with high quality scans. They offer 2-day free track shipping on every order, and they've got things all the way from Ancestral Recall down to Zombie Master. You can use our code WINTUITION at checkout to get 5% off of your entire order. Once again, that's code WINTUITION. Thank you to TOA Magic. Eternal lives here. Look for their booth. It's the purple one at every convention or event in the upcoming future. Today I'm playing Thrasios and Tymna, Toads and Woes. We have Ryan, who is playing Pantlaza, Dinosaur Machine Gun. We have Allie, and she is once again playing Stella Lee, Wicked Witch of the Wild West. And finally, we have Zach, who is playing Korvold, top of the food chain. Alright guys, any pregame effects?
Yeah. Boom, baby. It's a Gemstone Caverns. Basically, because it starts in the opening hand, and I'm not the first player, I get to exile a card from my hand, and this enters with a luck counter. It's free mana. Other than exiling this year Jewel Amulet, no.
That's alright, let's get into it here. Best of luck, everybody. I'll untap, upkeep, draw. That's decent. I'm going to play my land for turn as a Marsh Flats. I will sacrifice the Marsh Flats, lose one life. Okay, I will get a Savannah into play. I'm then going to play a Chrome Mox. I have an imprint trigger on my Chrome Mox. I'm going to exile an Orcish Bowmaster underneath of it. I'm then going to tap for a white and a black. And I'm going to play Lotho, Corrupt Sheriff. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, I lose a life and make a treasure. After that, I will pass.
Well, I will draw for turn. I'm going to get a Taiga, and I will tap it for an Allosaur Shepherd, so the spell can't be countered, and my green spells cannot be countered. And pass the turn.
I'm going to draw my card for turn. We're going to cry. I am going to play a untapped Shatter Skull, paying 3 life. Red mana from the 3 life to play a Ragavan. Oh, damn.
Okay.
That's perfect. Boom, get a rag.
Hey, that's a card. We like having those. Play a Bayou Slam card. Right? We're going to play a Mox Diamond. Enter the battlefield, we're going to discard a land or sack it. We will toss a Bloodstained Mire. And then I will pass.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I'm going to play my land for turn as an Underground Sea. I'm going to, actually, first I'll move to combat. I'm going to attack Zach for 2 damage.
Ow, I'm sad.
Then I'm going to tap for 3 in my second main phase and cast Ristic Study. Any responses?
Nothing here. No, sir.
No worries. I'll pass after that.
Untap, upkeep, and a draw. I'm going to play a Gaia's Cradle for turn. Taps for a forest for each creature I control. Tap for a forest. Tap for a mountain. And I'm going to get a Vexing Swifter out, which allows me to tap for mountain or forest, and I can make a spell on not be countered.
Ristic Study trigger. Would you like to pay 1?
I cannot, sir.
Alright, I will draw.
And that will be my turn.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if I should go swinging yet, but I'll pass.
Well, yeah. I'll draw my card for turn. I'm going to go Flooded Strand. Flooded Strand's going to stay there for the moment as I hit Ragavan into Zach.
Ow, my face.
Whoa, what did I get?
A Taiga.
Whoa! I'm gonna make my definitely a treasure. And then gonna play my commander. I paying the 1, fetching and stacking my. I guess I use my luck counter in these two, and I'm gonna go find my land. After searching my deck, I found a volcanic island, which I'm gonna use to help cast that Stella Lee.
All right, with Stella on the stack, we have Ristic Study Trigger. Would you like to pay 1?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Alrighty. So we'll play a Verdant Catacombs as land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go ahead and crack it. Alright, so grab the Badlands, and then we're going to pay 2, and we're going to cycle an Unearth. Discard, draw a card. Good Lord, I cry. And I'm going to pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I'm going to play my land for turn as a Gemstone Cavern. Sadly, it's been in my hand since the opener. Couldn't do anything with it.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, yours is way cooler than mine. I'm going to, I think, tap for a black, a white, and 1 colorless. And I'm going to cast Tymna the Weaver. Responses? Nope.
I'm good.
Right. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to attack Zach because you're still open for 2 damage with Lotho. Right. I'll move to my second main phase. I have a Tymna trigger. I will pay 1 life. And I will... Oh, I think I accidentally just double tapped the life. I should be at 38 currently. I'll pay 1 life to draw 1 card. I'm then going to pass my turn. All right.
Untap a root. Get a command beacon out there. Something. I can tap for 2. 1 and 1 and 4 open. I don't know if I should do a thing or not. So yeah, I feel silly for doing this one. I'm going to cast Finale of Devastation for 1.
All right, there is a Ristic Study trigger on the stack. Would you like to pay 1 mana?
Yes.
Okay. No response.
And then I'm going to go search for a creature and put it onto the battlefield.
Mhm.
So I will get me an Esper Sentinel and put it on the battlefield.
That's a good one.
And that is not... No.
Yeah, attack Zach.
I'm going to attack you, Wyatt, for 2.
No!
That's fair. I also won't block. I'll go to 36.
All right. And that is my turn.
Julio, welcome back to the alley turn. Okay. Let's play some games. So, I'm going to start off my turn by trying to attack a certain creatureless person. Zach. 2 damage with your rag.
I'm just going to say no, but then take the damage anyways.
No!
Get bonked.
This is where I'd put my creatures. If I had...
Has to be.
This is when we root to see what we got.
Oh, that's right. I got to flip.
That's a good one. Especially with 2 treasure generators in play.
The first
Ooh.
non-land card on the top of my deck this game.
Let's go. We're going hog wild. Oh, I want that.
It's pretty good, especially with your Ragavan and my Lotho potentially making treasures. Zach is just straight up a sacrifice deck, so you get to lightning bolt him to death if he tries to do things.
The other thing is that if you leave it in exile, then I don't have a way of getting it back and using it to kill you.
That's true, too.
Yeah. That's why I was debating just leaving it there, because I don't think I really have a way to utilize it as well as I would like. You know what? I'm a pretty greedy person. Nobody else has a Ragavan. Let's be a personal tutor.
Are you going
there is a Ristic Study trigger before you search. Would you like to pay 1?
Thanks. Let's pay that 1.
Sure.
There's an Esper Sentinel trigger.
Oh,
Would you like to pay the 1?
Whoa. Man, stop making me pay the horse.
Yeah.
See, that was smart. I would have done something else first.
Let me get the draw. Come on, help me out.
No, I paid that one.
All right, and then you're good to resolve personal tutor.
Fully out.
Quick, everybody play the Ragavan you're hiding.
No! Whoa, guess what we found with this personal tutor? It's a twisted fealty, and it's going to the top of my deck. Scary, spooky. It is
a
Gorgo.
piece.
That's, in fact, not a land. That's a nice change of pace. We're going to play this fancy command tower. Badlands for 1 black for a dark ritual. Add 3 to a mana pool.
All right, there is a Rhystic and Esper Sentinel trigger.
I will let the Esper Sentinel go.
Yes.
And you get a Lotho trigger regardless.
Well, not yet, but
You'll end up, you will end up getting the Lotho trigger. We will go ahead and pay for the Rhystic.
Sounds good. No responses to Dark Red.
So 3 black, green, red. Casting Korvold, because I want to do something this game. Cannot pay for the Rhystic.
All right, I will draw 1 card for Rhystic Study, and for Lotho, I will lose 1 life. And I'll make 1 treasure. And then I have no responses to Korvold.
None.
Okay. Korvold enters the battlefield. We will sack the Badlands. You will get a 1/1 counter. Draw cards. And after that, we will pass turn.
All right, going to my turn. I'm going to untap. Upkeep. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was going to say, let's be honest. What else are we putting that giant D20 on?
That's valid. I'll draw for turn. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll play my land for turn as Polluted Delta. I'm going to sacrifice Polluted Delta and lose 1 life. I will get a Tropical Island into play. I'm then going to tap my Tropical Island for 1 green and cast Worldly Tutor. There's an Esper Sentinel trigger. I'm going to pay 1 with my Gemstone Caverns for it.
Really making me regret picking this guy.
You should always pay your taxes. Any responses to Worldly Tutor?
Nope.
Right.
I'm good.
All right. I'll reveal Seaborn Muse off of Worldly Tutor and put it on top of my library. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to swing Tymna and Lotho at you, Ryan. Lotho is a 2/1 and Tymna's a 2/2. You could theoretically block Lotho if you want and make a trade.
Because
How would
that's
you like
your
to block?
engine. And I'll just use the Esper to block the, which one's worse? The Lotho? That gets a
Instead of your
trigger?
Allosaurus, you don't want to keep your card draw? I guess uncounterability is good.
Yeah. Well, I also have the Vexing, but y'all aren't paying your taxes, so I don't like them.
All right, that's fair. Lotho and him will trade. And then Tymna will hit you. I will gain 2 life. I'll move to my second main phase. In the beginning of my post-combat main, I will pay 1 life and draw 1 card. I just don't want it on top of my deck because Ali has Ragavan. It's the big thing. So while that wasn't ideal, I just wanted to do it. All right, I'm then going to tap Savannah, and I'm going to play a Delighted Halfling. And from there, as well, I'm going to sack my treasure and play a Noble Hierarch.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pass.
All right.
Modern staple card.
Tap a red, 2 green, and get the Fable of the Mirror Breaker out, which will give me a Goblin token that whenever this creature attacks creates a treasure token.
On cast, there is a Rhystic Study trigger first. Would you like to pay 1?
Yep.
Okay, and then you're good.
And then second turn, I can discard up to 2 cards, draw that many, and third turn, it turns into a 2/2. that I believe copies things.
It's just a Kiki Jiki.
Yeah. And what do you got up now? Are they 1/1s and...
I have a 0-1 and a 1-2.
Oh. Allie, what you...
Sorry.
I have a 2-4 with Stella Lee.
Cool. Chris is going at you again, what?
Sure, I'll take 2.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Man, all it took was 1/5/5, and I went from being the punching bag to being avoided.
I'm going to draw this next card.
It's a big scary dragon, Zach.
Yeah, nobody can punch Zach anymore. This is so sad.
And you sure?
So we've got a delighted halfling and a noble hierarch, a goblin and an allosaurus. Spooky. Help to bend up. I honestly think the best thing to do here would be pass the turns.
Responsible magic.
Concerning.
It'd be funnier if I ran a Ragavan into death.
That's true.
But it's responsible.
Play an exotic orchard as land per turn.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's see if we can get something a little more useful. Tap out. Cast a Green Sun Zenith for 3.
Risk study trigger.
Yeah, got it.
All right, I will draw. For 3. Problem is, I don't know what's in your deck. I'm gonna pass priority.
Say maybe I don't either. Who knows?
I'm tapped out.
Just checking.
No, I have nothing.
All right, Alex, got all that open mana over there.
We know the double's gone. You know, responsible magic would say 100% counter this spell, but we played responsible magic last game, so let it ride.
Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna get a Squee the Immortal. Can cast him from my graveyard or from exile. It's a 2/1 legendary goblin.
Scary.
And then we pass the turn.
All right.
No,
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
never saw a squee that I liked.
That's true. I also never saw a squee I liked. I'm gonna
You guys been playing up red.
turn.
I support your squeeing.
Don't encourage him.
Someone's got to. Spent the first half of the game just getting my face beat in.
I saw that.
I'm gonna tap for a green and a blue, and I'm gonna attempt to cast a Kinnan. Responses?
Nope.
Salty.
We're done with responsible crick. None here.
All right.
We really that done with responsible magic over there?
I'm just guessing Allie doesn't have anything. For what it's worth, while this is scary, it's better to try to save things for things that win the game.
I mean, Kenning wins games.
He will allow me to snowball, for sure.
Gen's value.
2, 4, 5, making 2 green with Noble Hierarch. And I'll attempt to put a Seaborn Muse on the stack.
Nothing from me.
Nothing from me.
In response, I cry.
All right.
Like,
I'm going to tap my Chrome Mox for 2 and cast Felwar Stone. Responses?
Nope.
Just check it. I'll tap Felwar Stone. Actually, no, I'll leave up a little bit of mana. Well, I guess I untap, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I will tap and attempt to cast Thrasios.
Nothing.
nothing.
All right.
You did my previous response.
I will move to end step.
I'll untap for turn. Do a draw. Tick up onto my lore counter. Now I may discard up to 2 cards, and if I do, I can draw that many. You know what? I think I am actually going to discard nothing. I will tap for 3 green. I'm going to use one of that to cast a Carpet of Flowers.
Okay, that is a risk study trigger.
With that, I will Okay, the one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my 5 mana to cast a Pantlaza.
Hey everybody, slight oversight. Ryan accidentally uses Carpet of Flowers in the main phase he casts it to play Pantlaza. This doesn't ultimately affect the outcome of the game, but we didn't notice it at the time. Okay, there's another risk 6 study trigger. Would you like to pay for that?
I cannot pay for that one.
I will draw for that. And I will not respond.
All right.
May I ask what Pantlaza does?
Pantlaza is whenever you cast Pantlaza or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under my control, I may discover X, where X is that creature's toughness, and I can do this once each turn. So from the top of my library, I will start flipping, and the first thing is a Path of Exile.
That's not bad. Hit the
All right.
Not my Seaborn Muse. Hit the Korvold.
Hit the Seaborn Muse.
Hit the
Is it
Korvold.
Is it the Seaborn Muse?
You should absolutely target the Seaborn Muse.
Not my guy to get me a land since I've been land screwed.
There's no, it is absolute. You definitely have to kill
Yeah,
it.
Seaboard.
Okay, I'm going to have to respond to that.
Alternatively, hit the squee. Let me get a land.
You know, Chaos Morph is a ramp spell.
That's true.
Like I really
Alright.
thought about just trying to get an island or in plains.
I'm going to tap
Questions?
my 2 dorks and activate Thrasios. I'm going to scry 1 with that still on the stack. I'm going to reveal the top card of my library. If it's a land card, put it in the battlefield. Otherwise, draw a card. I'm going to reveal an Uberleben de Starksten. It's a survival of the fittest. I will put it into my hand. Still in response. I probably should just dig for this. I'm going to tap 4 with my Fellwater Stone and Chromox. I'll activate Thrasios again. I'll scry 1. I will reveal the top card of my library. I'll reveal Mindbreak Trap. I'll draw a card. I'm going to attempt to cast a Pact of Negation targeting it.
Well, I have nothing.
That person has nothing.
All right.
No response here. Oh man, I will Wyatt 5 mana at the beginning of his turn.
All right, so that got countered, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then gots to go to combat. Do you have anything stronger than a 2 toughness on your mass? Oh yeah, you have the Seaborn. All right, Allie.
Yeah.
Goblin's coming at you for 2, so I can get a treasure.
Stella is
I had
also a 2/4.
That goblin will.
Yeah, Stella is yoked.
Yeah, everybody is like, no matter who I send this to, he's dead, right? Like everybody has something over 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fine. It'll be Korvold food.
Oh, feed him.
Nom nom. If only he got counters for that.
All right, so he'll die, but I got a treasure, and that's my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna hunt that.
On end step, I'm just going to activate Thrasios one time real quick. I'm going to scry 1. I'll put a scrub in and a play tapped, and then you're good.
Untap. Not keep. I'm gonna drop it.
Mhm.
I cry slightly. How are we feeling about a deal here, Ryan?
Whoa. You just threatened to kill my goblin, so I had to sacrifice him to a dragon.
I was fully willing. I should have offered this before. I just want to hit my little Ragavan.
You should have, because you made me kill my treasure creator.
Look,
And you want a whole ass card off the top of my deck.
I said, to be fair, Allie's
That's
trying
not
to
fair
get
at all.
cards from you.
Yeah, no, Allie, that's not fair. You done messed up.
Look,
I hope
Or
the next time I
defensive
turn one
Ragavan.
Ragman just into Allie over and over.
or defenseless Ragavan.
Swing at Wyatt.
Don't do that.
I mean, Allie, you swinging at me the whole game so far. Why might as well keep going? What could possibly go wrong?
I think that there's a slight issue over there.
There's this like dragon-shaped speed bump in the way.
That's my City of Brass for land and a full pass card.
That doesn't sound like an island, so you didn't even help me out there, and you still want me to take a Raggy?
Anything on end step, Wyatt?
Yeah, I think I'm going to pay 7 and activate Cannon. I'm going to look at the top. When your response is activation. Okay, I'm going to look at the top 5. Oof, fail to find. I'll put these cards on the bottom. And then I'm going to activate Thrasios 1 time. I will reveal an Emil the Blessed and put it into my hand.
Nice.
And that's it.
We're going to play Scalding Tyrant.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to pay a last second. And we're going to feed our big old dragon boy here.
You draw your card before...
Yep, that's right. My brain shorted out there. Yes. Yeah, it's not what I want to draw. Sad. Alrighty, we've got a Stomping Ground. Lose 2 more. And let's see what else we can put into our hand. Potentially tap that for a red. Cast an Infernal Plunge as an additional cost. I will sacrifice Squeak.
Yeah. All right, there is a heuristic study trigger on that.
There is. I will pay the 1.
Okay.
Korvold goes to 3. We draw a card. Hey, that's a good one. All right. 3 red in my mana pool. To play a Lion's Eye Diamond.
All right, heuristic study trigger.
I will use one of the 3 floating red for that.
Okay.
All right. And then not a ton left to work with at the moment. So we will use the 2 floating. Tap the Bayou for 1. And the pain 1 for the heuristic study to recast Squeak.
Right, you said you will be paying 1, correct?
Will be paying the 1, yes, sir.
Sounds good.
And I do believe that is going to be turn.
All right, on your end step, I'm going to tap for 4, 5, 7 again, and attempt to activate count. Let's look at the top 5. I will reveal a Derevi Imperial Tactician from among them and put it onto the battlefield. When Derevi enters the battlefield or a creature controlled deals combat damage to a player, I can untap a permanent I control or tap or untap any permanent. Sorry. I'm going to target my Noble Hierarch with that on the stack. I'm going to float 2 green, and then I will untap Noble Hierarch. I'm then going to tap for 2 more, and then another 2 after that for 6 total, and I'll have 1 extra, tapping for 8. I'm going to activate Kinnan again. I'm going to reveal a Kutzel Malamut Explorer and put it into the field. He says your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Whenever one or more of my creatures control whenever one or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base, deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. After that, I'm good. I will move to my turn. I will untap. I have a trigger in my upkeep. All right, so on my turn, I will pay 5 mana for my Pact of Negation. I'll use 2 with Chrome Mox. Go to 4 total with the lighted half. Well, I guess it's smarter to use Noble Hierarch. So we'll do 2 blue there. And then we'll tap Gemstone for the 5th. And then I will draw for turn. Tap my Fellwire Stone for 2 green and cast Survival of the Fittest. I'm then going to tap my Tropical Island and activate Survival of the Fittest. I'm going to discard Talion, and I will search my library for a creature card and put it into my hand. All right, I'll reveal Devoted Druid and put it into my hand. I'm then going to tap my Savannah to activate Survival of the Fittest again, and I will discard Devoted Druid. I'll reveal Hazel's Brewmaster and put it into my hand. I'm going to move to combat, swing Tymna, Thrasios, and I want to hit, but I don't really have good mash attacks anywhere. We'll swing Derevi at Alley Final answer. And then we'll swing Tymna, Thrasios, and Delighted Halfling also at Alley.
How big is Deleted Halfling?
It's a 1/2. It's mostly I just need to hit you with a creature.
Yeah. So Tymna's flying, Derevi's flying.
Nope. Tymna is a lifelink. Derevi is flying. The other 3 are on the ground.
Oh, I'm thinking about the 5 drop one. And Tymna's a 2/4?
2/2.
2/2? That's wild. Delighted Halfling's a 1/2. Does it really matter? Because I think we just lose here.
Go all out, Allie.
This blocking Tymna.
It's probably better to kill the Tymna so I can't draw a card.
Yeah, this blocks Tymna. Because Tymna's 2/2. Stella's 2/4. Ragavan kills Delighted Halfling in the trade.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing you can do. And then Thrasios will poke you for 1, and the Derevi will hit you in the air for 2.
Okay.
All right. These 2 will die. I will gain 2 from Tymna. And then I have 2 Derevi triggers. Whenever a creature I control deals combat damage to a player, I may tap or untap a permanent. I will untap my Noble Hierarch, and I will untap Felwar Stone. I will move to my second main phase. I will tap my Felwar Stone and my Noble Hierarch. Well, I guess it's better to do it that way. For 4, and play Hazel's Brewmaster. Hazel's Brewmaster has an ETB. Whenever it ETBs or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard and create a food token. Foods I control have all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Hazel's Brewmaster. I will exile Devoted Druid, and I will make a food that can tap for a green mana, and I can untap it by putting a -1/-1 counter on it. I will present a loop where with my food, I can infinitely tap it and untap it with the counters to make infinite green mana. With my infinite green mana, I will then activate Thrasios until every card except the last one is either in my hand or in play. The lands theoretically would come into play tapped. I'll leave the 1 card there. I'm not going to worry about sticking the lands into play, just for the sake of posterity to save time. I will show you a Lotus Petal, and I will sacrifice the Lotus Petal and use Underground Sea, and I will cast a Thassa's Oracle to win the game.
Oh, somebody can get rid of that Cutzel.
The more important thing is if you had like a Boseiju or an Otawara to bounce the food.
Or make your graveyard.
Well, actually, I guess you can't do that because I can just untap the food in response. So you would have to remove it from the graveyard.
You have to stop it before
it's an issue. Yeah.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I just had a really strong opener full of like mana in the wrist deck, so I was able to leverage that. As you saw, I was able to secure today's victory using Thrasios and Tymna. I was really able to outgrind my opponents because they simply just didn't draw any interaction or kill spells for any of my threats on board, and this simply allowed me to run away with the game. Speaking of, let's go ahead and award today's MVC, or Most Valuable Card, to Rhystic Study. It's what drew me several cards throughout the game. I think it was 8 or 9 almost, and it genuinely is what won me that game. I know it's a little on the nose and obvious, but Rhystic Study's good. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you enjoyed that we'll have a video coming out next week instead of every other week. We'll see you next time. We're Wintuition MTG.